What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel if you're new. So tonight we are going to be working with Jeremy. We are going to be trying to get his MK1 Rabbit 1.8T going. Hopefully that's the goal. Jeremy, yeah. Let's see it. Let's see what's going on. What is the main goal to be getting done tonight?
I think just cleaning up the vacuum lines and the solenoid lines, replacing them, getting the intake on a little cleaner with the filter, and then rerunning the fuel line. Just gonna put that stuff all together, plug in the MAF, get the intercooler piping mounted back on there, and then shorten up this fuel line and run it underneath here. Read the recirculation valve.
And you have your air filter and everything,
yeah,
or then filter. You got the new battery for it and everything?
No, I don't have a battery. Maybe I'll take one out of my coupe.
Nice.
And then we'll see what happens.
Sweet.
I mean, it's pretty simple stuff, but I sometimes I just don't rush it with this car. You know, I mean,
there's no need to.
No, I know.
Yeah, like why? It's nice. Like you've been wrapping wire. I can see a whole bunch of.
And the batteries can cover that up. And then I have a loom to cover those up there. That's looks a little rough, but the car is not a show car. It's just for fun.
Race car. Like he doesn't call it a race car, but dude, this thing when it's on the ground, it looks like a race car.
It will be very fun.
So I mean, he's got a full bolt-in cage, rear and the front, Momo steering wheel, Momo seats. Look at those gauges. And
when I was pulling out, I was putting a new. That's a narrow band, and I got a wide band.
So there's been a lot of stuff going on with this car. Obviously, we'll go over in detail, you know, in a couple days, couple weeks once it's actually running and stuff, or maybe this springtime when we actually take it out for test drive and everything. But tonight, we're gonna focus on hopefully just getting it started. Maybe have it running, like outdoors, we'll see. But if it gets started, that'll be our goal tonight. So here we go.
That's a vacuum line or off the turbo.
Yeah.
There. I'm just trying to keep them away from
everything that gets hot.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wrap the turbo? Are you gonna get a turbo blanket or something?
I thought about it. I do have. I think I might do that. That's a good idea.
Or at least put some shielding on the firewall, because there's a brake line right there. Maybe something. Maybe get some gold or something. No.
That's a good idea.
I don't know.
That's a good idea.
So when I first moved down to Vegas, I got to drive a Mini Cooper S, dude. Like one of the newer ones. Dude, it was
Turbo
like
supercharged.
Supercharged. That's what the S means, is supercharged, yeah. And
well, then they changed them to turbo.
Really?
Yeah, they were still an S. I don't know if they had issues with them, but anyways.
I did not know that, but yeah. So it was supercharged, and dude, that thing was like a goat car. It was so fun. And they have a whole bunch of roundabouts on this, where we were living and going to the gym and stuff, dude. There was like 4 roundabouts on this. It was like a back road, but it had roundabouts, dude. It was so fun going through them. So I mean, it's on Top Gear right now. There's a little Mini that we were watching, so we're talking about the new Mini. And dude, like the Minis are really fun to drive. Mostly the supercharged ones, so we were talking about that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, game plan for in the future is to have bigger shop, maybe another shop. Me and Jeremy might go in on a storage unit at some point. I mean, there's just so many cars like we love and like we want to drive and we want to like preserve. Like I mean, this coupe right here, Jeremy brought it back from, you know, the wrecking yard pretty much, you know. His Rabbit, the coupe. I mean, so we just love cars, and who knows. What are you doing?
I'm putting this. I want to put this on because I had this other one that came with the system, but you know, this was broke off, and then I tried to have a shop put it on, and I feel like they kind of messed up the threads, so I ended up finding another one actually brand new in the box. I was pretty stoked because I didn't want to deal with those messed up threads. And it's super old. The whole turbo system is super old. I don't know if it was put together. I don't know if it was a kit. All I know is if I can't make it work, I'm going custom GT30 71R.
76R?
No, 71. I've always wanted 71.
Alright.
But
GTX.
Yes, whatever.
I think that's the
like
newer
best
yeah,
one.
I think that's the
what I'll
newest
do.
one. been a while since I
the
looked
car's
into
got
it.
rods. It's got AE or IE rods. Integrated engineering rods.
Pistons?
No pistons, just stock. They're good for 450,
Injectors?
I guess. Injectors, it has a 360 cc, just small for this. It's a smaller turbo. Just, I think, from the car it was in, it was built in some Passat, had like 300 horsepower and like 300 torque maybe.
But this car's so light, dude.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be perfect.
If it's gonna spool
if it runs
up
good, it's
so
gonna be perfect.
fast, dude, it's gonna feel really good, really cool.
Getting all these lines cut and figure out how they need to go. Then I need to get hose clamps for them and cut them, make sure they're all secure, and then tighten everything down.
What motor mounts are these?
BFI Stage 2, Mark 1 Stage 2.
If you guys have any questions on the Rabbit, on his setup, I'll put his Instagram down below. Please DM him. Everyone, if you want to talk to Jeremy, he's got a lot of info, a lot of knowledge. Any of this setup on the car, just DM him. He'd be happy to message you back. So I'm responding to the email. You know, I do get questions a lot. Like I get DMs on my Instagram, I get emails from my YouTube channel, and the comments, and you know, I like helping out anybody and everybody, and I always, you know, if I don't know, if I'm not 100%, I ask Jeremy, and this guy is emailing me from Australia asking about some Mark II stuff. So in Australia, it's just like, he can't find, there's no Passats or Corrados, I guess, so he's having a hard time finding the front cross member. So, you know, responding to him, you know, if we know anything that else he can use, if anybody's modified like a Mark II or anything, which, you know, me and Jeremy have never heard of that, because everyone usually just does a Corrado or a Passat B3, B4 front cross member to, you know, put the R32 engine in. So, you know, responding to him, so, you know, I don't know, just kind of telling you guys some of the info, you know, that I go through or that I have, you know, with comments and emails. And I mean, I love it. I love that I am able to help out. I love that I have Jeremy's info on some of this stuff, you know, because he's
always correct.
It is. So, yeah, just, you know, sharing a couple things with you guys.
Maybe I'll go down low. I gotta see. That's the thing. I gotta put on the filter.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to like figure this stuff out.
Where's the filter?
Inside there.
The fit? Oh yeah, dude, perfect, nice. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah.
That's never even been on, has it?
No, that's why I wanted to see it. That's sweet.
So and then this fuel line, I think I'll have to run another way. And then once this pipe comes over, I have to see if it goes below it or under it. I think it's going to go under just fine.
And then you're using...
Yeah.
Oh, you still got to cut that.
Yeah, I was just... It just slides over so nice, dude. Something like that. And I'll figure out if it's going to go below or probably over.
Dude, that's going to be good. But, do you have anything else?
I don't know if I like
blue?
it. Well, I can order black, I guess.
I'm just saying.
Black.
I know how you like to keep the bay, you know, looking bright, clean.
It would look way better in black. I'll just order a new one. They weren't that expensive. I don't even remember where I got it.
Probably just get it one shorter, so then you don't even have to cut it. Or...
It's like, I don't know if I want it short. It's like, then I got this long piece of metal, you know, or I got like this. I mean, they both look a little goofy, but it is what it is, you know. It's just a recirculation valve. I wanted to keep it.
What is this used for? For original, like a water hose or something?
I have no idea.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Probably.
Huh.
I should have got black. I don't know why I got that color. It's all right though.
Oh, you ordered it blue?
I mean, no, I found that. You knew it was cool.
That's what I thought. I thought.
No, I ordered it.
I always thought you just.
In here. No, yeah, I ordered it. But it was just cheap, and it was just like the first thing I came across the size that I wanted.
This
I was
right
like,
size, yeah.
I want it, you know?
Yeah. All good. Dude, it's just nice seeing this thing come together.
Yeah, it is, honestly. I want to redo, this line goes to the wastegate, and then we'll run up to O'Reilly's and grab a bunch of hose clamps, because I just kind of temped everything in. This tune is so old.
Oh, it's got the guy's name on there. Wow, that's so cool.
I tried to search him on Facebook. I even called that company. They're like, No, that guy hasn't been here for a long time.
Oh, I love when the closest screwdriver is around. It's the longest one you have, dude. That happens to me so much. Well, I'll just need a screwdriver, and like the one laying out is like the longest one, so the easiest one to grab, and you're just like, what in the world? Why am I using this?
Oh yeah.
So this tool, like, oh, there we go. So this old school tool Jeremy found in his mother's.
Like grandpa's.
Yeah, I mean, but like you can tell, like they don't make stuff like this anymore. So this rotates, like you hit it with a hammer and it like shocks the screw and it rotates at the same time. Would that be the right description? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's right.
I mean, but
it's
they
like
don't.
Those rotor screws.
Oh
you know
yeah.
Those ones are nasty.
Dude.
And that's a fat thing. That's what I use it for.
That'd be so good. Yeah, instead of.
And I'm sure somebody knows the name for it. I'm sure obviously it's called something.
Yeah, so that's really cool. But I mean, you see something like this, you pick it up, you feel the weight of it. They don't make stuff like this anymore. You know?
It's probably all plastic other than the hammer end.
Yeah. Just got back, had to go out. Jeremy had to get some clamps. I had to get some food because I was starving. So Jeremy's, we got some 16 clamps for $16.
Yeah. Yeah. How to get these kind of clamps right here? No, just clamping all this stuff on.
Nice and tight.
Yeah, good and tight.
Oh, yeah.
Good and tight.
Nice.
Now I gotta go underneath, and there's like a bunch of clamps there.
Look at this guy's beautiful mane over here. Look at him. He's growing his hair out, growing his beard out.
What?
Yeah. Nothing. How you doing over there?
Can you get more hair pull on that? Pull back on the tensioner a bit.
Tell me when. You may pull him back. No, take it. Take it. That's for him. Wake up calls. So we're probably done for tonight. Now he's got the lines on. He's got them all on there with all the clamps that he bought and everything. So you know, he's getting closer. We'll probably call it for tonight and pick it up tomorrow, and hopefully we can get it started tomorrow. And we're back. Day 2, back at Jeremy's. All right, what did we miss? I couldn't get here early in the morning. He started working early morning, but we're here now. And what? Well, look at this. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. So last night we left off of doing the vacuum hoses and all the turbo stuff. So what have you done?
I just buttoned up everything and then tried to make it look clean, and then just worked on this area over here, running the fuel lines, trying to figure out exactly how I was going to run things. Still not complete. Like with this thing, I ordered a black hose. I got to use this as kind of an adapter because they're 2 different sizes. I don't know, set this in. It's not tightened yet. I got to find a hose clamp. Just trying to clean up wires. I got my radiator mounted. The fans in there mounted. Nothing's wired up yet. Just kind of going over everything, going slow.
What fans are those? Just some?
I think they're just like 9-inch.
Just
slim fans. Yeah.
9-inch, 2 of them.
Because I'm limited for space with the way that, like, and this is just an adapter piece for hoses that I cut. Just kind of going slow, making sure everything is not forgetting anything.
You got all these nicely zip tied.
I was trying to figure out how I was going to run this, you know, and it put it too sharp of a bend going under. So I was like, you know what? I just went over.
Huh.
It's kind of like just a rough thing, but it's okay with me. I'm happy with everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a show car. You're not going to be open up your hood all the time. You know?
I mean, I'll open the hood, obviously. But I'm not real showy. So just trying to like get the pipe there and then figure out figure out what kind of battery I need and so that I can get it ordered. Do some measurements on that.
So what kind of wiring do you have in this thing? Let's talk about that. I think the people want to know.
The people want to know. Well, when I got the car, it used to be a 16 valve that someone kind of threw together. 1.8 16 valve, and it had GM wiring on it, and they kind of threw it together with a Mark II dash. And then I put in a different 16 valve and had it wired for the Motronic with a 2-liter 16 valve and a 1.8 head. I still have that motor. And then I had a chance to get this motor with this turbo setup and the tune and everything from a wrecked car, and it was in a Passat, the AEB. And I had the AEB Passat coil packs, got rid of that old style and had a new style wired into that system. And then my buddy's dad, he's worked for Volkswagen for a long time, so I had him just wire, because I had the whole car, I fixed all the wiring in it, fixed the Mark II dash in there, and had him just integrate the AEB wiring, Passat wiring to the factory GM 16 valve wiring harness.
So when you're saying GM, that's not CE1 or CE2?
No, it's General Motors like wiring. So it's kind of.
So there's.
It's a lot going on. Kind of. It's a lot going on. You know, if I were to do things different, you know, maybe some point I'll rewire the car, I'll CE2. But I just kind of stuck with what I was doing. We'll see if it's the best situation or not. I don't know.
It's working. It's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work. If we have any problems, then we'll see to it.
Yeah, that same guy that wired this stuff in, done a lot of wiring on swaps for me, and so I don't have any doubt that it's all going to work perfectly. It's just, it is what it is at this point. One day I'll probably restore and redo it all myself, but until then I'm just gonna have a blast with the car. That's what it is for me, and that's what it will be.
Perfect. Sounds good. Let's go rip it.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to get everything, all this other stuff in. New oxygen sensors.
New oxy.
Yeah. The motor has been ported. It's got rods. It's got a lightweight intermediate shaft.
Different intake.
Yeah, it's got the European big port intake manifold. So it matches the AEB big port head. You know, like I said, T3, T4 turbo, I think it's called the Super 60. 3-inch downpipe. It's going to have a wideband and then a standard oxygen sensor once I start getting all that stuff run and plugged in. It's super windy outside.
So windy outside.
Drive-by
wire?
Cable.
Oh, cable, yeah. Oh, I got it wrong.
It's all good. But yeah. Just a driver. That's all it is. I love it.
Top Gear special again. The bike's for sale. Anybody want to buy a bike? Give you a good deal. $4,000.
That guy's crazy. Like differently.
Let's see. So where'd it break?
That's why I didn't like the style of it when it was in the accident. It broke off, and I went to a shop, and they were like, well, we can't find the thread pitch. And so I was like, well, I wanted them to tap it.
Oh.
Then they tried to tap it, and then it really didn't thread in right, and it was like, okay, here, this is the best we've got.
So this is
I was like, oh man.
So this is the original one.
Original one.
That came on the car.
Mm-hmm.
And this was not going with any of the hosing you were going to use.
It was not going to, no. And
so
that was just what I did this a long time ago when I was having this all built.
So, and then crazy, like you found a brand new one in a box.
I started looking on eBay because I wanted to find like rebuild kits for it or just something for it, and I came across it was all brand new in the box, had all the packaging. It doesn't even have the sticker on it yet. I don't even know how to adjust all this stuff.
That's so crazy. With the right
size, the right diameter for my hosing, for everything else. You know, every vacuum line on it was this one size. I don't know what size I got.
That is so crazy.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
This one works. You're just
it works.
So what are we putting this one on?
Whatever. It's like those things are sought after, dude. Everybody likes them.
Why wouldn't? Oh, it's a different purple.
Used for a recirculation. not blow off.
Well, I know, but like,
Well,
why?
that would be perfect on her car because it's purple. But
That'd be pretty sweet.
Like, that's the replacement for it, you know. So there's not.
Huh. Be cool to see though what it sounds like.
It would be.
Well, one day.
Well, hey, one day.
One day will be maybe a VRT. VRT.
That's yeah.
All right. So what do we got to do?
When I was test fitting stuff, I wanted to make sure that the hood wasn't going to rub any of these things and put a hole in it because one's my fuel line and one is the vacuum line for blow off valve, recirculation valve. And when I shut the hood shut decent, but it was up a little high and it was never like that. And I looked in the throttle body, touches right there on this section. So I'm just gonna like cut this, you know, probably right there out, like this section, just to make sure nothing touches.
But it didn't before, but that's because you didn't have the.
I never had the. I don't even know if I shut the hood before.
Oh really?
It's not. It shuts, but it's just up a little bit on my perfect paint job. I want to find. I'm missing one boost clamp hose. I don't know why. I want to seal that up. I got the oxygen sensor screwed in, plugged in. The EGT plugged in.
It's fine. Well,
but it was to make my analog tachometer work with their digital signal.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah, yes, it is not very strange, a little strange. I don't care. I don't care. If I can come out and turn the car and start it, and I'm dealing with 300 horsepower, that's it. That's all I want.
Perfect. Let's do it. So, okay, so you're talking about this spacer down here.
It's a phenolic spacer.
This spacer.
It keeps the engine temperature, head temperature off the intake manifold.
Okay, but you got it for something else also.
I got it so it would, and I was hoping it would clear that right there, the hose.
Yeah, because that was hitting before.
Because it was hitting before.
So that spacer kicked the intake.
Brought it out, and in return, that's why it's hitting the hood.
Ah, okay.
But,
solved one problem,
it's
got
an easy
another
fix.
one. Yeah.
A lot of people cut like that
Cable
stuff out.
Yeah.
Free flowing. So I put it around this pipe.
No.
Because if I do underneath there, it creates.
Oh, I get it. You're gonna ask. I'm gonna.
It's function over.
What is it? Oh, it's a
clutch cable.
Clutch cable.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put it under here first and try it?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just really small in here, you know. Like how you're saying, it's so much smaller of a bay. You know? What's going on here? Explain to the subscribers what's going on here.
I am trying to get the cables set up so then I can see what it does when I turn the key.
Are you putting the cables, battery cables? What battery cables are those?
I haven't.
Oh, you switched it. What did you go back to? The Mark II ones?
I don't know.
What is that?
I think that one was the original to the car.
Oh.
Once I get the battery and get like that set up, I mean, this is not permanent right now.
Yeah, we're just gonna. You know what? We know what we're doing. We're doing it for you guys. We're putting all this together, just kind of, you know, throwing everything in here because I want to hear it start. You guys want to hear it start. You know, we're kind of making Jeremy do this. That's what we're doing.
Yes. I don't like to rush, but we are rushing.
We're rushing. I'm excited, dude. Are we gonna get it off the jacks and everything, put it down, or just gonna start it right here?
I mean, because I don't have water in it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Well, do you have oil in there?
Yeah, there's oil.
Oh, okay. Well, you just I don't have anything. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Instantly sees it.
I thought you were. I'm like, is he really gonna grab it?
I want to bring the whole house down and everything in it.
Yeah, open the garage. No V-dubs out there at all. I've known him for years. I've never seen this thing fire up. I've never seen it even pretty much move. It's always been in that corner over there, and then another corner at a different house that he was in. So this is a pretty big moment. I'm stoked. Oh, ECU plugged in?
Yeah.
Should we plug in OB2? So if there's any codes, we get them right away?
Yeah, where's the scanner?
Yeah.
One thing's lit up.
What one thing?
The boost controller?
Oh! Do you want to be here and hold the camera and I'll turn it if you want to watch? Okay. Here we. Oh.
Any codes come up?
Hold on.
Is there power to it?
I hear. No, there's not actually.
Let's try and start it.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah, dude. Moving. Shut that door. Shut those doors. Woo! Got oil pressure. Nice.
The heater's on.
Yeah, he still has to what? Get some clamps. Do you have to get
I have the
other
clamps. I just need to do
hoses
it
or?
and then do it and then just wire in the fans. Just more. You know, I've
Yeah.
been working on it all day and put the shifter back together
Yeah,
and get a proper battery.
yeah. And then we could go down the road. So maybe next weekend we'll be driving this thing if it's not pouring down rain.
It just depends on how long it takes for a proper battery to get here.
Oh yeah. So, dude,
I
yes.
don't like how it was missing, but
Yeah, I was wondering about that, but
that's okay. This thing hasn't run in many years.
yeah. Cool. Sweet. All right. Well, I think that's gonna call it, dude. That's probably gonna be it. We started it. I mean, dude, that was the whole goal. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed being with us in the garage. You know, just doing a little bit of stuff. Jeremy's been going hardcore. He's been working on it a lot. I just wasn't able to get over here, so you know, I'm stoked that we were able to come over here as he finished up and got some information from him on the turbo setup and everything. And hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. So we'll see you next time. Peace.